A Final Destination film lives and dies with its opening accident. They need to be familiar enough that they can be a universal fear. Sorry, NASCAR, you don't quite cut it. But everyone has found themselves on a highway at some point in their lives, or an airplane, or a bridge, or a roller coaster. Long before the Final Destination series was even a thing, we would picture all the ways that these things could go wrong. Then the year 2000 happened, and death felt like it was coming for us all. Paranoia was officially on the menu. The opening airplane crash in the first film is the perfect exercise in how to build tension and dread. Alex Browning sees all these clues that seem to be screaming at him to not go on the plane.
Younger the better to be a fucked up god to take down this plane. A really fucked up god.
Which establishes right away that nobody is safe. Death will come for everybody, and it does. Then there was the crash itself. The prior year, David Fincher had given us an incredible plane accident in Fight Club, yet this one would somehow surpass it. It's just the right blend of computer graphics and practical effects, giving the viewer a front row seat on the plane and never going too absurd with it. And when it comes to fear, it's pretty hard to surpass someone's fear of flying. So how do you outdo that? At any given moment, there are roughly 27 million vehicles actively on the road. Driving is so universal in the United States that nearly everyone has experience behind the wheel. And with tons of vehicles moving at very high speeds, it's easy to see how things can go very wrong. So what better place to set your big accident than on a freeway? Log trucks have never recovered. You can drive down a highway and notice all the people that move out of its way like it's Moses parting the Red Sea. Suddenly, every drive down the interstate turns into a mental replay of all the ways that this trip can go wrong. Because Final Destination 2 damn sure told me.
Meet you at the end.
Roller coasters have an interesting place in society. Sure, anyone seeking a thrill can have a lot of fun with them, but they also can help someone with a fear of heights experience it in a safe environment, strapped in and more simulating terror than actually experiencing the terror. I've lost track of the number of times that I've been on a coaster and someone was nearly crying in terror only to be so excited and happy at the end. It's this roller coaster of emotion that represents so much possibility for a roller coaster accident. Someone who doesn't want to go on is going to see all the signs, just like Wendy does. But unfortunately for Wendy and the rest of the seniors at McKinley High, this may as well be a carnival ride with their lack of safety precautions. The fourth film is a bit of a repeat of the highway accident with the involvement of the cars, but it also starts the trend of structures collapsing being the major crux of our accidents. It's easily the least relatable and goes way over the top, pretty much missing the point of, hey, these need to be general enough that anyone can feel like they'll happen to them. As someone who doesn't attend races, I can't call this one that I have a lot of recall for. And it doesn't help that the accident is filled with all these silly 3D gimmick deaths. This is a good example of missing the point of the franchise and these openings. By the time we reached the fifth film, we'd pretty much run out of accidents, so they had to make things interesting by having a bridge collapse. Again, a little less universal, but still able to give us plenty of great moments. I mean, I haven't been to the Golden Gate Bridge, but I guarantee you if I ever did, I'd be immediately thinking of this scene.
Before we continue with our video, here's a reminder to click the Store tab on any of our JoBlo channels and browse our collection of the latest and freshest designs in our merch store. Go get you some.
The new Final Destination Bloodlines seems to be going in the same direction as the 5th entry with a tower collapse. Here's hoping it lives up to the same high expectations that have been set by this death-defying franchise. But with this new twist of death going after generations, who's to say how much of this changes the formula around? All I know is we need an awesome accident to start off with, something that will make us uneasy whenever we're in places that look similar. It can help set the tone for the rest of the movie, but also it can give us regular reminders in real life of this franchise. I never get on a highway without thinking of that log truck. I never get on a plane without thinking of Devon Sawa going up in flames. I never get on a roller coaster without thinking of Mary Elizabeth Winstead screaming, "No, don't push the button, don't push the button!" Because if there's one thing that the Final Destination franchise does that no other can manage, it's making the mundane terrifying. And if you disagree, maybe the next time you see a log truck, notice what your reaction is, because I guarantee you won't be driving behind it very long. What was your favorite opening of the Final Destination franchise? Is there an accident that they still haven't done that we need to see? Do you think Final Destination Bloodlines will pull it off? Let us know in the comments below.
Is it safe to sit here? Of course, there's a fence there. We're fine.
Thank you for clicking on our video, everybody. If you like what you saw here, please make sure you like the video and subscribe and share with your friends who like this sort of content. JoBlo was created by movie fans for movie fans, and we appreciate your support.